Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Praying to God it does not trigger me immediately. Good. Damn it, it does trigger it right away. Okay, no it didn't. No it did. God damn it. I was hoping it wouldn't do this. Oh. Right. Okay. So, we're not gonna do that yet. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I have not played very far into the actual story mode of Indigo Disc, because I only just started today. We are doing more post-game. Because I still have one Treasure of Ruin. And then we have the gym rematches. More importantly, right now we have Ting Lu to fight. We gotta get Ting Lu. And that is... No, we have two that we're missing. Did I catch Ting Lu already? Hold up. I'm having a brain fart right now. Which was the last one we caught? Did we catch Ting Lu? Yes, we did. Okay. So, that means I have the wrong page open. So we have to get Chiyu, who is at Fire Scourge. So we're gonna find the blue stakes now. They also have the finding the glitterati again. And a lot of other things. So, we also have the Academy Aces tournament, which we're going to need to do. Which is why we're doing the rematches. So, unlike other Pokemon games where you can rematch the Elite Four a bunch of times, you can't do that in this game. Instead, you get... And once you finish these rematches, the only way to battle again is through the Academy Aces tournament. No, we're not going into the Dalzama Passage because that's just going to cause an issue. Because that's going to be inside and I don't want to be in there. We will be doing the Blueberry Academy stuff, but it probably won't be for a bit. Because I have to get further in the game myself. I got the style cards, and I'm like, what do I get from this? Because I hadn't checked yet with the Paldea ones. And I got some cool stuff. I got a new pair of gloves that I like in violet. And we can also do rematches with the Team Star members as well. So there's still quite a bit we can do before we start on the Indigo Disc. And I'm the kind of person who would normally slam straight through to the story. But right now I'm just kind of enjoying catching all the Pokemon around. Oh, that's right, I can switch Manchester. Give Manchester back a move. In exchange for returning Nuzzle. Because for reusing Nuzzle instead of Yawn, because I can finally use that again. I want to know if I have... Bulldoze is probably good. No, it's not compared to fucking Earthquake. Let's find something else. Dig? No. Better, but still. Could teach it. Might not be a bad idea, actually. Give it Ice Punch. Give it an Ice type move it can learn. Ice Beat. Hang on, I'm checking something. Higher regular attack, Ice Punch would be better then. Problem is, most water type attacks are special. So Muddy Water isn't really that useful. In which case, I could probably just change it to Waterfall instead. Yeah, just give... Because Manchester's attack is higher. I'm gonna see what else I have here. Sorry, I'm kind of trying to fix... Oh. Focus Blast... So Focus Blast is a good move, yes, but... Be a Fire Terra. So, the interesting thing about Terra Blast is that it is actually inflicts damage using the attack or special attack stat, whichever is higher. Hex kind of eh. The thing is, Gallade's ability Aerial Ace would be good, but Nightshade, the problem with moves like Nightshade is that it only, and like Seismic Toss, is that they do damage equal to the user's level. So as such, they're only really useful up to 100 damage. Venoshock is mean if you use a good combo with it. I used to use that on a Venusaur, actually. This was a specially trained Venusaur for kind of trying to prompt for brain competitive play. Because I used to. Because I was doing that in brain. Sun and moon. Mostly just moon. I think I still have all of them too. Should maybe move those into this game. That'd be really fucking useful, actually. If I had some competitive trained Pokemon. Am I going to do Dialga and Palkia raids? No. Because I actually already have them. I have, in fact, shinies of them. Am I going to do potential raids for the names of which I can't remember, the ones that look like Cobalion and Raikou? Yes, I will do those eventually. If they're raids at all, which I don't know. My buddy Game Boy Rocket is pretty sure they're not going to be raids. They're just going to be, like, available. But I don't know. We'll find out when Nintendo finally releases something. Ah, there it is. Sometimes they can hide in those pots too, which is really funny. There is actually a stake like really freaking close to the shrine, which may make sense as being the last one if you haven't accessed the shrine yet. Keep forgetting to use an ability patch on my Meowscarada as well. Serena looked right at the damn camera as I moved it. I have another option of if I wanted to, I could kind of easily, depending on how fast I found them, change Reaper's Terra type to Ghost. Okay, there's supposed to be one nearby. Where exactly? Ah, right here. It's up above it. I've got to turn the volume off on my phone again. Oh well. Another thing I did in Violet was I changed my hair color to a different one. Because the purple was kind of just getting to me. I like the purple, but I have not played Violet since the Eevee event. And it just kind of hit a lot harder with color, and I'm just like, why did I think this looked good? I might do the same here. Change it back to brown. Looks like there's a thunderstorm going on down there. But there really isn't. It's just this game. Alright. Note that there used to be Pokemon in here. And now there are none. Meet Chiyu, the Beads of Ruin. This one in particular is mislabeled in the guide I am using as a dark water. It is not a water type. It is a dark fire type. Which is why Nuzzle didn't immediately take it out. Guess we learned that the hard way when they were using a Meowscarada against it. Idiot. Nope, okay. Now we're in a cave. So, unlike the other three, the Dusk Ball is actually going to have some more effect because we're in a cave right now. Sorry, I'm going to go and put my air freshener. And there's when I learned, oh shit. That was a fire type the whole time. Yeah, I mean, even then it wasn't useful. I wasn't intending to... Yeah. Like, I wasn't even using... I'm not even going to use anything that would help with Swagger. Got it. And that is the last of the Treasures of Ruin. Now, another thing we can also do is we can go back into the Great Crater and catch the Paradox Pokemon, which we will also probably do. We also have the Lousy 3 to catch. I'm just gonna say it. This generation has some of the dumbest evolution methods. Oh, one other thing I want to point out. So, if anyone remembers, in Sword and Shield, you could do a spin and then you do the Charizard pose. You can still spin in this game. They didn't take that out, which is good, because Milcery is in this game. Milcery is in the Indigo Disc portion. I happened to find that, and I'm just like, okay. And I wasn't sure how we were supposed to evolve it, because I didn't think you could spin. But no, they kept that in. Now for the final case of non-modeled correctly hair. It's not twitching this time. I seriously wearing the same exact goddamn shoes. I totally am. Jesus. Okay. One thing I am going to do, though, we're going to go to North Levincia real quick. There is a boutique I want to visit that has the right kind of glove that I want. That is literally right next to style list. I'm going to do one thing real quick. I'll show off a few of the looks, too. So, this one is funny. I like the Kitakami ponytail. This one is actually kind of funny, so we may try this for a bit. I don't know. I like the Kitakami ponytail a lot, so... In other games where you could actually change your hair color and style, you could actually do either one or the other. Oh, it wasn't this one that had it. But regardless. I love these riding gloves. They're actually really cool. I actually have the shiny purple. These also have helmets. I don't like the helmets. They look kind of stupid to me. I think we can get, this is where we get some of the cooler backpacks too. Yes, the two-way nylon backpacks. I'm using this one in violet, so I'll do this one. Nope, I didn't want to use that. Oh well. And I can actually wear my hat again. Not that I'm going to. I do kind of want to see something. Ah! Interest. That's what that does. Alright. So now that we've finished the Treasures of Ruin, we have some options right now. We can do the rematches against the gym leaders, or we can go into the Great Crater and catch the paradoxes. Because I do want to do that on stream too. Like I said, we are not going to go to Blueberry Academy right away. We also could go to show off the training areas for the new training areas for Team Star. And we also have to find the Glitterati again. So hang on a sec. I don't remember where they are right now, though. I don't know if they're over here still, or... Oh, yep, they're there. These two are weird. But where did I put now? Where? I didn't move them back yet. There they are. Do I have the choice specs on you yet? I don't think so. But I don't think it really matters that much. Honestly, at this point. Do I have choice specs yet? I do! Thanks, choice specs to do that. Yes. So the reason I wanted that immediately is because they're at Apple Hills. Do I have an amulet coin? I don't think so. I'll have to check. Yeah, shoulder. I don't. I need to get one. Fine game. Go back to Paldea. Figure out if I fought enough trainers in that area yet. Of course, it's on the other side. Christ. Oh, good. I'd actually gotten enough. So, the strategy, the proper strategy for any of the Glitterati fights, and there's only 3, so to give Zoroark the Amulet Coin, use Happy Hour, use Memento, and then use Goldengo's attack that makes money drop. You can get a fuck ton of money from that. Did I do the Kitakami ogres? I do not recall now. There's an applin in the tree. There they are. Oh, these weirdos. So if you use both the Amulet Coin and Happy Hour in all 3 of the battles against Onair, which I didn't because I missed the first one. Because I messed it up with the first one. You can get 1,214,568 Polka Dollars in total from the battles. Actually, that's from everything that you get from her with everything. See how much I got from that? Gumption. Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous how much you can get from Onair. And that's not and that's including the items you get from her. All the treasure. Like the big pearls, the nuggets. We're gonna get 10 pearl strings, 10 big nuggets, and then, so in total, the items you get from her are 15 big pearls, 15 nuggets, 10 pearl strings, and 35 big nuggets. It is extremely worth it. I think they're going to be here, but I'm not 100% on that. Either way, I like Castleroy Lake. It's my favorite area, so. It's really worth it to grab a Hisuian Zoroark. Unfortunately, Happy Hour is not going to be easy to get because can't really get it otherwise. There are very few Pokemon that can get it. Oh, the Dusk Rockruff can? That's interesting. So, it started in Gen 6. There was a Pikachu, a Meowth, Magikarp, a Delibird, a Jirachi, a Greninja, and an Inkay. All of them had it. Gen 7, it was a Pikachu, a Munchlax, and the special Dusk Rockruff that evolves into that had own tempo. And of course, in Gen 9, we had the special Hisuian Zoroark. I think I still have a code for this, but I never actually used. Whoops. Oopsie doopsie. Oh well. I honestly don't mind going around Castleroy Lake because, again, I said it last time we were kind of looking over it, but Castleroy is easily my favorite spot in Paldea. I'm going kind of the wrong way now. I think they're down here, but I don't remember for sure. I like the music here too. Yeah. Yep, there they are. I have to say it again? These two are fucking bizarre. Anyway. Northeast of Montenevera. That? Hold up. I shouldn't be looking at fucking Bulbapedia because they don't give me an actual location. It is up here. Yes, it's over here. Oh boy. I just noticed something. Some of you may remember in, both Diamond, Pearl, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, there is a chance to get the most useless Pokemon that ever useless. And that would be the level 100 Magikarp. It is useless because it is a Pokemon that cannot turn into a Gyarados. So there was literally no point to it. I think I just saw them. Yep, there they are. Hi. Hi. Okay, what was your point there? This is part of why I wanted to wait to do their quest until after going into the Great Crater. They're gonna be kind of in this area. So I think they're gonna be around here somewhere. There's somewhere where they can actually see into it. Yeah, it's over here. This is a flatter area. Yep, they're there. And this is why. Yep. Yeah, it's not safe to battle up there, so. There is the risk of falling into the crater, after all. I bought a box of Pocky at work because I'd never had Pocky before, and now I am sad because I ate it all. As such, I have none. I want to do something real quick. Actually, no, I have 4 uses of it yet. I'm okay. And in fact, if you count how much I picked up as well, it was actually over 70k. $140,000. Huh. So if I were to sell all of this, I would make a very nice profit. Oh yeah. I guess I never used one. The judge function is, of course, how you check your stats. It seems that whenever I get a Glaceon, I get the most insane, like, really good gains on it. Like, I've had stats where it's been best for, like, most of them. And if not best, it's been, like, pretty good. I don't remember what the difference was between that one and Sparky. Hewok. Hewok is not good. Hewok is also only level 15, so there's that. Man. I remember when we used Tad. All right. That would be your dog. Hang on. So, one of the big things you can use the money you get from the Glitterati for is a side quest in Kitakami, where you restore the Lousy Three's shrine. Now, we don't have to take the other way down. Anymore, we can just use the warps. Which makes this significantly easier, but finding the paradoxes is not always the easiest. I don't actually remember where some of them spawn, so again, because this ground sparkles, I have a hard time telling ground sparkle that indicates item from actual ground sparkle. Ah! There's one of the buggers. We already had a Screamtail. Now we have a Slitherwing, which is kind of a weird Volcarona, basically. So, Slitherwing and Iron Moth from Violet. But that Paralysis didn't do shit, did it? This is the annoying part. You can't auto heal a Pokemon that's fainted. Kind of irritating. Of course, now that we've finished the story beats, we can actually use Koraidon out here. I think I just ran past a Floette. Because he's not scared anymore, basically. On another note, now that we have defeated AI Sada, there is one other thing we can do in here. Alright. Still missing 2. Great Tusk. And Sandy Shocks. Well, 3 technically. Roaring Moon is also available. Now these are actual item sparkles. I don't remember where they all are again. I know vaguely where Roaring Moon is, because it's the same exact spot that Iron Valiant is. I think Sandy Shocks is in this area. Also, yeah, that is the evolution of Girafarig. Farigiraf. Where is... I'm not going to spend all stream looking for the Paradox Pokemon. We'll kind of look around for some of them. But because there's other stuff to do, we don't really want to be sitting here all day. So, Screamtail and Iron Bundle, which is a Delibird looking thing, are the ones you'll most commonly find. Oh, also, there are regular Volcarona here. So, Volcarona is an interesting Pokemon because there was only ever one you could get. In Black and White, but it is not a mythical. It's not a mythical or a legendary. It lacks the stats of a legendary. And is easily available in base game. There is apparently evidence that it was intended to be a legendary at one point. Also, it's an evolution. It evolves from Larvesta, which is where you actually get it. Ah! Son of a bitch. Oh my god. Please stay in the Pokeball. Hey. One actual interesting little bit of trivia I would like to point out. The max potion used to be absolutely fucking useless. Because it was very, very rare that you would need over... Because the hyper potion was 200. And it was very rare that you would actually need higher than 200. Okay. Fucker. For if we go after the lousy 3. I will be buying a lot of timer balls because those battles can take a while. I saw an item over here, so... That's the weirdest fucking thing. Far Giraffe is just weird. Basically, the Girafarig's tail took over. Oh, right. Yeah. Because if we run into a great tusk, Nuzzle is going to be useless because it's a ground type. I am in the door. Probably. It's probably on the same level as some of the dragon types. Raising a dragon type Pokemon to evolution is ridiculous, by the way. So they don't evolve for stupidly high levels. This is as someone who has always, when playing Pokemon Crystal, used the Gift Dratini on their team and has never had it leveled to where it needed to be a Dragonite. I don't think Blade had anything, so... I don't want to risk using a super effective attack on it. Ow. Nowadays, a Hyper Potion only does 120, so... Max Potions actually have more use. We are in cave now. So there is the catching charm is in this game, which raises your critical capture rate, which is when the Pokeball shakes once. In terms of most Pokemon, and this is not all of them, but most of them, a critical capture means instant. For legendaries, that is not the case. The thing is, I can't get the catching charm yet because it's at Blueberry Academy after going a bit into the story. Honestly, Volcarona might be one of the better bug types because it's got the fire resistance due to it being fire type itself. But it still retains some of its other weaknesses too. A little nice heal. I think Sandy Shocks is up on the upper parts, so we're not gonna see it down here, as far as I remember, but I don't know for sure on that one anymore. Now that we have Koraidon back, we can actually get up here and get this. Okay, Galvantula is good. I used one in black. I've never used a Vika, if only because I had Litten, but I don't remember what I actually used instead. May have been a Pikachu. I might have just used Pikachu. I don't remember what I used. If I used an electric type at all, even. Still no idea what that's for. Gibble, really? No. Don't care. So that might actually be something important for the Indigo Disc. I don't know. Where is that? What? Where's that Screamtail? Okay. That's in the floor. Okay, that one worked while it was in the floor. What the hell? So Fluttermane is kind of a combination of Misdreavus and Mismagius. Honestly. And, I mean... Screamtail looks like a Jigglypuff. Great Tusk looks like a Donphan. That is very clearly a weird-ass Fungus. I agree. Fluttermane is probably one of my favorites too. I like Roaring Moon's design a bit too. The future paradoxes are also really cool. Like we have I don't remember all of them. We have obviously the dumb one, which is Iron Bundle, which is the Delibird. But we have stuff like a Mecha Tyranitar. We have Iron Hands, which is basically a Hariyama. And is honestly one of the best raid Pokemon you can get. You have Iron Valiant. Which is basically a cross between both final evolutions of Kirlia. So one thing we're going to do, we're going around the back of the lab, because up there is one of the reasons we came down here. The other Koraidon. One small mouse. As you can see, we already have the Koraidon. We have Koraidon registered as caught because we have our Koraidon. But that Koraidon has to stay with us. This is how you get the one that you want to trade. That you can use to trade. Oh, fuck. I just healed that. Stop it. Dick. There we go. Jesus. Yep, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Well, I don't really want to catch it right now, so that's not too big of a deal. I don't think I can get the second. Here's the thing, I faced off against Miraidon with a Tinkaton in Violet. So I didn't, but I also caught it with an Ultra Ball. I know. I was hoping it would be stronger than that. Nope. Fuck me. I'm gonna try something, because I don't think I... Am I too close? Nope, just can't use it while we're down here. Okay. That makes sense, actually. I do kind of like the music down here, too. It's definitely creepy, so it fits the area. Also, that is a Glimmora, by the way. Those flowers on the walls. Those are actually Glimmora with their petals open. Is this what I think it is? Nope, it's not here. There is also... fuck. I don't remember all. The fuck did I just... What? Where the hell did you come from? So, finding the place where Roaring Moon and Iron Valiant appear is not the easiest, because I don't actually remember the precise location. I just know it is a cave somewhere in here. On this level, too. It's on the lowest level. So I actually, in my copy of Violet, I have 2 Pokeballs that I'm not using. That I haven't used. I don't know what I'm going to use the second one on. So I'm probably just going to use the first one. If Terrapagos, yes, small spoiler, is not a raid type battle, ouch, like Ogerpon was, I'm probably going to just... I'm basically going to throw what I call the fuck it Pokeball. What's extremely frustrating, and I just remembered this, is Pokemon Let's Go. So pretty much every Pokemon, you just could throw the Pokeball to catch. Legendaries actually require a battle, which is kind of bunk. Especially because it's kind of a timed battle. Is it on the... Fuck. I did not mean to run into that Glimmet. Just so I can have something that's not Sparky. Ah! Glimmora is a rock poison. have gone around in a complete goddamn circle and I do not remember where this goddamn cave is. Up higher? Will I see it if I go up higher? So, that's part of the reason why Miraidon is actually cooler. Miraidon is electric dragon, so it's not going to get knocked out as easily by a fairy type as well. I knew where this damn cave was at one point. I do not fucking remember where it is anymore. So the different Pokemon. Iron Bundle, Iron Treads, and then you do an Iron Treads, an Iron Hands, and an Iron Jugulus. An Iron Jugulus is the Hydreigon. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's also very interesting. So, some trivia about this area. White flower floet is the only type of floet that spawns down here. White blossoms, specifically a white chrysanthemum, symbolize grief. It is a potential reference to the death of Professor Sada or Professor Turo. On another note, you can find every moth-based Pokemon present in this game down here. Venomoth, Masquerain, Volcarona, Frostmoth, and then Slitherwing and Ironmoth. It is potentially a reference to the moth affinity for light, but also another reference to death, which is another symbolization of moths. that was interesting. Okay, so it only appears after the story. Figured. Oh, right. So one thing about down here as well, there are certain Bisharp you can catch down here that will be carrying something called a leader's crest. That is the only way to get... Well, it's one of the only ways to get... Well, that item is the only way to get a Bisharp to evolve into Kingambit. Ah, that's where it is. Okay. Okay, so... I gotta get to that. So I was in the wrong spot. Keep forgetting it's not actually out inside the Great Crater's lower part. It is actually here that we want to be. Turn left. Travel along. This is also a really good place to be finding the mints. Ah! Ah! Stupid giraffery. And you can actually see the roaring moon. What are you... The fuck? Game, I know you're glitchy as and buggy as fuck, but still. This is the only area where you can actually find Roaring Moon. This is also the only place you can find any Iron Valiant. Speaking of Roaring Moon, there's two right here. Now, unlike Professor Sawdust, this one likely doesn't have moves that will just take out Sparky. If you don't count Koraidon. Roaring Moon is probably the strongest out of all of the paradoxes. Which, I mean, makes sense. It's dragon type. It's very weird Salamence, basically. There's also, you can see it walking around back there, but probably one of the most broken Pokemon. And probably would not have been the terrible choice against Mighty Mewtwo. Sableye, much like Spiritomb, is a dark ghost type. Back in RSE, Sableye could, and when they had more ROMs available of those. Just get in the goddamn Pokeball. Some people would hack Sableye to give it Wonder Guard, which is Shedinja's ability. Which basically made it undestroyable. Because back in RSE, Shedinja had no weaknesses. Or not Shedinja, Sableye had no weaknesses. Shedinja had 2. No, more than 2. Because it was a bug ghost type. Sableye had none. Its only weakness now, because of its typing, is the fairy type. The same, which is of course the same as Spiritomb. Really not a lot in here, is there? So we didn't find all of them. We're missing 2. Also, this is a weird ass circle. Like crop circle type thing. Like, eh. Yeah, that was a great angle. There you go, game. Oh, that's new. Crop circle. Super weird. Anyway. Well, we didn't find all of them. I'm not too hurting over it because I have one of all of them in my Violet decks. I may pop into Violet again at some point just to show that off a little. Now I need to remember where the hell... Oh, it's over here. No, I went the wrong way. There's what I'm looking for. am in the door again. I stepped through the door to exit. Now that I've kind of shown that off, now that we're outside of Area 0, maybe I can do this. Nope. I'm still in the 0 gate. Let's go outside then. Looks like I've dropped a few frames, but not overall a ton. I'm gonna see if I can actually do this. Because I have 2. Yep. Okay, cool. The bonus of having both, I guess. We're not going back down there to catch the other Koraidon right now, though. Because I don't want to. What we're going to do is we are going to go start on the gym rematches. Oof. Well, I already did it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to. How? So that is the first one done. Next up is going over to Artizone and facing off against Brassius again. I forgot something. Yep. Because the first two gyms are weak to fire types. Yono's probably going to be the more difficult one. Brassius is so weird. Yono and Kofu are probably going to be the more, and Larry are probably going to be the more difficult ones. Just because the Pokemon I have for them do not have the correct Terra. Like, Marshall does not have a ground Terra. Or Manchester, rather. I don't know where Brain went. Marshall was the name of another Quagsire somewhere. I don't remember where. Manchester does not have the brown Terra. Sparky doesn't have an electric Terra. And Blade doesn't have a fighting Terra. I could switch Blade's Terra over to fighting. I don't know if I have enough fighting crystals, though. I'm gonna have to look. Because you need 50 to change, probably doing Violet, but I'd have to use Home, and I don't really feel like doing that. So they won't be, like, super difficult. It'll just be kind of... No, it will be no Terra. I'd kind of like to see a Pokemon someday based off of the Teddy Bear Chola cactus. Follows, you may remember that cactus from a conversation we had with Emo Barbecue. It has Sturdy. I did not think of that. Reaper could, but Blade also would just completely destroy it. Because Blade is a fighting type. Reaper would be probably the best for if I didn't have a fighting type. I forget what I did in Violet for that gem. Because I started with Meowscarda. I don't remember what Pokemon I used. So, out of all the gems, 3 of them are going to be slightly more difficult because I don't have appropriate Terras. Iono, Kofu, and Larry. What that now? Why is there gold thing there? We're gonna hold off on finishing this though because I want to see what the fuck what that is. And if it means there are shinies involved. I mean, it's obviously a, Oh, it's Flabebe. I do not see a single one. So one thing, Milcery, which is actually very good Pokemon. Where the fuck? Are they down here? Oh yeah. There's one here. No, that's a Gimme-Ghoul. Well, give me your coins. Oh, they're down. No, that's a Cacnea. Where the fuck? Weird. Okay, that was kind of amusing. There's one over here too. I want to see what that is. Vesta. Whoop. Ha, zigzagged. More Flabebe. Okay. Now you can. They're actually visible. Not entirely sure why it's gold. It's probably also the same thing, but we're gonna find out. There's also one up by Glaseado that I want to look at. We're probably gonna wrap it up after I look at these and see what we got. I'm supposed to have a family Christmas party tomorrow, but my grandma has COVID and I really don't want to go. So I'm not gonna. I should text my mom and ask how that conversation went. Well, it's all Flabebe, okay. Fuck it, then we're not. Oh yeah, there's some other stuff we can get too. We can look at too. Oh. If I had to say what one of my favorite fairy types was, it is definitely that. I freaking love Mimikyu. But in Gen 7, when Disguise broke, it didn't actually do damage. And when you had to do the totem fight, if you did what I did and were an idiot and wasted your Z move, that was fun. By the way. It's a goddamn blast. Finding out if you didn't know already. But that's kind of why I used a Mimikyu in both Moon and Ultra Moon, just because, oh my god, I love. Oh, I didn't realize I hadn't gotten one of those yet. Anyway. Like I said, I'm gonna end off here. I am very sleepy for some reason. next time, we're going to come back to Pokemon Scarlet. Hopefully I'll be further in Violet. I don't think I need to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Put Manchester in front. This is kind of why I taught Manchester Ice Punch. Or whatever the ice type move I gave him was. Ice Punch, yeah. Because the Iono has a Kilowattrel. And also her Mismagius has Levitate. Which is why her battle is often bullshit. But anyway. When we come back, we're gonna keep going. We'll see. I'll see if I've gotten further in the story in Indigo Disc. If not, I will probably be short streaming. I have all day tomorrow, but I might be playing Honkai Star Rail for a few hours again. That's kind of what I did today. I might go back into Honkai Star Rail today too, as well, because I've still got a bunch to do. Anyway, we're gonna finish the gyms. Gonna do the Academy Aces tournament, and we're gonna go see what's been happening with Penny and Arven. And kind of fully bring closure to their stories as well. So, I will see you guys next time.